Stop scrolling. I need to ask you something. If your partner really loves you, would they humiliate you in front of others? Would they pressure you past your boundaries? Would they throw your past mistakes in your face during arguments?
If you answered yes to any of these, I have hard news. That's not love. That might be attachment, or habit, or fear of being alone, but it's not love.
Therapists ask about these three behaviors in the first session, because if the answer is yes, they know the relationship is in serious trouble.
Welcome to Coupled Psychology, where we break down the science of love and relationships. Here's what most people don't understand about love. We're taught that love is about grand gestures and passion.
But real love shows up in how someone treats you when they're angry or hurt. Dr. John Gottman spent 40 years studying thousands of couples and found that certain behaviors predict relationship failure with over 90% accuracy. Today, we're looking at three specific behaviors that should be absolute deal breakers. If your partner does these things, it doesn't matter how much they say they love you. Their actions tell a different story.
Number 1, they never humiliate you in public. Not as a joke, not as teasing, not with the excuse that you're too sensitive. Real love protects your dignity, especially in front of other people.
When someone truly loves you, your reputation matters to them. They would never make you the punchline in front of friends or family. They would never criticize you publicly or roll their eyes when you're talking. Dr. Gottman's research found that public criticism is a form of contempt, and contempt is the #1 predictor of divorce. Couples who display contempt have a 94% chance of breaking up. 94%.
But here's what's really happening when someone humiliates you publicly. It's a power play. They're establishing dominance, showing everyone they don't respect you, and doing it in a way that makes it hard for you to defend yourself.
A University of Texas study found that public humiliation in relationships serves a specific function. It lowers your status while raising theirs. It's social control.
And the painful part? When you bring it up later, they minimize it. They say you're overreacting. They claim it was just a joke. They make you feel crazy for being hurt.
But you're not crazy. Your feelings are valid. Real love builds you up in public and addresses concerns in private. Real love sees your vulnerability as something sacred to protect, not exploit for laughs.
If your partner regularly makes you feel small in front of others, that's not love. That's contempt. And contempt kills relationships.
Number 2, they never pressure you past your boundaries. Real love respects your no. Whether physical, emotional, or sexual boundaries, someone who loves you doesn't guilt trip or manipulate you for having limits.
Here's the test. When you say, "I'm not comfortable with that," how does your partner respond? Do they accept it and say, "Okay, I understand"? Or do you hear, "If you really loved me, you would," or "You're being ridiculous," or "Just this once"?
A 2020 study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that boundary violations in year 1 predict emotional abuse patterns within 3 years.
But boundary violations aren't always obvious. Sometimes they're subtle. Your partner reading your texts in the shower, making plans for both of you without asking, pressuring you to share things you're not ready for, showing up uninvited when you needed space.
These might seem small, but each violation sends a message. Your comfort matters less than my wants. Psychologists call this coercive control. University of Bristol research found it's one of the strongest predictors of violence in relationships, even stronger than past abuse history. Why? Because it establishes a pattern. Your boundaries don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. Only their needs matter.
Real love says, "Your comfort is more important than my convenience. Your boundaries make me want to protect you more, not pressure you."
If someone truly loves you, hearing no might disappoint them, but it doesn't anger them. It doesn't trigger manipulation or guilt trips or passive-aggressive punishment. Your boundaries aren't obstacles to real love. They're the foundation of it.
Number 3, They never weaponize your past against you. You trusted them with your trauma, mistakes, vulnerabilities, deepest fears, and biggest regrets. Real love holds that information sacred. Toxic love throws it in your face during arguments.
Remember when you always, after what you did, you have no room to talk because...
Psychologists call this Gunny-Sacking, collecting ammunition from the past to use as weapons in the present. A University of Denver study found couples who regularly bring up past issues are 5 times more likely to develop resentment patterns leading to breakups. 5 times.
But here's what's really happening when someone weaponizes your past. It's telling you they never actually forgave you. They've been keeping score. Every mistake you made, every vulnerability you shared, it's filed away as evidence to be used against you later. Real forgiveness doesn't keep receipts. A study in psychological science found that genuine forgiveness involves a neurological process where the brain stops activating negative associations with past events. But when forgiveness is fake, when someone says they forgive but keeps bringing it up, their brain never completed that process. Translation, they're still holding the grudge, just hiding it until they need leverage.
And the most painful part? This changes how you show up. You stop being vulnerable. You stop sharing, because anything you say can be used against you. Brené Brown says vulnerability is the birthplace of love and connection, but when weaponized, you shut down. You build walls. The relationship dies slowly.
Real love says, I know your past, your mistakes, and I choose you anyway, not as ammunition, but as understanding, not as leverage, but as intimacy.
If your partner throws your past in your face regularly, they don't love you. They resent you. And resentment masquerading as love is one of the most painful things to experience.
Here's the hard truth. If your partner does even one of these 3 things regularly, you're not in a loving relationship. You might be with someone who doesn't know how to love properly, or someone who doesn't love you enough to try, and that difference matters.
Therapy can help someone who doesn't know how to love well. If they acknowledge the behavior, take responsibility, and do the work to change, there's hope.
But nothing fixes someone who doesn't love you enough to prioritize your dignity, respect your boundaries, or forgive your past. The question is, which one is your partner? And more importantly, how long are you willing to find out?
If this video hit home, if you recognized your relationship in these 3 signs, I want you to hear this. You deserve better.
You deserve someone who builds you up in public, respects your boundaries without resentment, and forgives your past without keeping score. Subscribe to Coupled Psychology for more research-based relationship insights every week, and comment below, which one hit hardest, 1, 2, or 3? Let's talk about it.
Remember, love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. And if someone's choices consistently hurt you, believe their actions, not their words. You deserve real love. Don't settle for anything less. See you next time.